The national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, resumes office after the controversial national convention held in Anambra State. Abure and other elected officers of the party were at the national secretariat as he called on the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC to set aside all grievances for the interest of Nigerians.
Like the national leader of our party, Mr. Peterobi, said, the national convention has come and gone. It is therefore imperative for us to put our differences aside and collectively work in the interest of the party and Nigerians who are currently suffering in the midst of plenty. It is very obvious that Nigerians are not finding it funny as a result of the harsh socio-economic conditions of the country. I must also put on record in this press conference and state clearly that I, Barrister Julius Abure, is not an enemy in the struggle for a new Nigeria. I have demonstrated this before, during and after the 2023 general election. I have provided selfless, fearless, and result-oriented leadership for our party since I assumed the leadership of our party in 2021. The Nigerian people have a common enemy, which I refer to as the ruling oligarchy in Nigeria. They have held the country captive and ensured that our common patrimony is stolen. For us, we feel that all the bickerings, all the fights, and attacks on the leadership of the party is absolutely unnecessary. More so that they are anchored on falsehoods, motivated by inordinate ambition and selfish interests. It is therefore in our collective interest to put all our energies and resources together and begin to fight our common enemy and reposition our party for better performance. We must create an enabling environment to capture power and use same for the betterment of our people. Consequently, I want to appeal to first my own brother, my friend and my comrade, Joe Ajero, President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, whom we have worked together in the trenches over the years in the struggle for workers, to put aside whatever may be his grievances and let's work together in the interest of our people. Fighting the Labour Party at this time is uncalled for, unwarranted, especially at this time when the working people of Nigeria are suffering. As we speak today, minimum wage is still 30,000 naira per worker. There are unfair workers' practices by employers across the country. The inflation in Nigeria is unprecedented and has completely destroyed our minimum wage in the country. Unemployment and underemployment are unimaginable and unacceptable. The welfare of workers are swept under the carpet, and nobody talks about workers' welfare. So for us, we need to team up together in order to be able to fight for better working conditions for our people, fight for a government that will work for the people, a government that will harness our resources together and be able to channel our efforts, our resources, to provide better life for the people of Nigeria. We need not waste time or dissipate our collective energies in fighting ourselves over nothing. We need not fight ourselves. What are we fighting for? Fighting for nothing. I think that there's a bigger fight ahead. And I think we should team up together to fight the common enemy. Yes, sir. Except, of course, the fight is not for the people. Except the fight, of course, is to stop us from getting to the promised land. If the destination, if the mindset, if the thinking is the same, if the objective is the same, there's no need for the fight.
The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC held a meeting where it announced taking over of the party following what the union termed as illegal convention. Abure alleged that leaders of NLC were sponsored against the party's criticism for a better governance for all suffering Nigerians. He said there is need for the union and the party to collaborate to ensure better welfare for the people. He noted that coming together of the party before, during, and after 2023 elections were reasons for the party's gains.
In the history of our party, today, we have in our kitty 35 House of Representative members. Seven senators. And several other members in the Houses of Assembly in various states in the country. I think we could consolidate on this and use what we have already to get what we want. I think we should not destroy the successes that we have already made. We should galvanize these successes together and use it to fight for what we want and where we want to be. I had thought that we can use our representation in the National Assembly currently to begin the fight for the cause of workers in Nigeria. Fight for the cause of Nigerians and see if we can get a better life for our people. It is on the basis of the foregoing that the current energy the NLC is dissipating, attempting to take over the leadership of the party, is unnecessary and will therefore will lead us to nowhere. I think we should learn from history that if you have tried the route before and it didn't work, it makes no sense going through that route. The NLC should learn from the Scandinavian countries such as Brazil, as well as UK and Australia, where the working people of those countries were able to capture power and provide welfare and alternative government policies that have enhanced the conditions of their people. In those countries, the labor movement is a very big resource. It's a very big resource to the Labour Party. Mobilization of members to the party and also capacity building for its members. All of these are available arsenals which can be deployed and used for the growth and development of our party. Thirdly, a good student of history who has tried a route for the first time and failed will rather avoid such a route. The NLC should appreciate the fact that cooperation with the Labour Party is better for both parties. Working together before, during, and shortly after the 2020 general election resulted in some of the gains in all sides, both the NLC, TUC, and LP. It is my appeal that working together is better. Similarly, I also want to appeal to our brothers in the Obidient movement that they should be patient with the party. In order to be able, they should all be patient with the party, and for them to be able to learn the rudiments of the political dynamics in Nigeria, we feel very strongly that they should get closer to the party and learn from the party.
The Labour Party, however, set up a reconciliation committee to resolve all grievances.
We shall overcome someday. Deep in our hearts, we do believe that we shall overcome today. Labour Party, forward ever, backward never. Forward ever. Papa, Mama, Pikin. LP.